believe that I became a mother at the age of 16 to Crumble Wings. When I was 11, I started to volunteer in a non-profit in Israel, and I started to be a tutor of a 11-year-old kid that had CP, cerebral palsy, and he couldn't walk and talk or do anything physically on his own. And we had a really amazing connection. His name was Kfir. He was 3 and I was 11, and I came to his house once a week for 3 hours to be his tutor, his personal tutor. And through him, I exposed to the world of special needs, and I learned that we all have special needs, that we all have disabilities, and he accepted me no matter what, and he loved me no matter what, without words. And actually, his love and his acceptance really kind of pushed me to explore more and more. And I learned, I had learned that the biggest need in the life of kids and teenagers with special needs is social life. And not every parent for a special kid, boy or girl, is like shy. And, they have this limitation in their mind of the things that they're capable. And the natural opportunities of experiencing just normal, simple childhood is really different. So I remember when I was young, when I wanted to play with a friend, I just called somebody, I went out, I played. But Kfir could not do those things on his own. And he felt really lonely. And through him I met a lot of kids with special needs, and I saw that the biggest need is social life. And when I was 16, I started that I want to create a place for him to have friends, like I have. And I actually duplicated the model of Adi and Kfir, this personal tutorship, into a group. So the first branch was in Hod HaSharon, and every week we came there and played. Now it's really simple, what we did. We were just playing games and having fun, But after 2 weeks, I learned that this is the biggest need in our lives. Because, we felt belonging, and we felt that we have meaning. And, after a few activities, we started to volunteer for others. And, and after 1 year, we already had 4 branches. I was 17. And we were all just teenagers establishing those branches. No parents allowed.
Teenagers has the power to really create a change. They are coming clean, they don't have perceptions or sometimes they have less stereotypes, they're more naive, like I was when I started the youth movement. And to see this, but being a global youth organization, and obviously under Amman's grace, I think it's the most special thing I've seen. So inspiring, the fact that you can have such deep conversation, with people my age and younger, and the only thing that they care about is really how we can interpretate this inspiration and those thoughts into reality. And this experience of meeting people all around the world that came to one place to think together, to go deep in themselves, and then scale it outside to reality is just wonderful.
And in that week, I came back to Israel because there was no planes because of the snow. And in that week, 2 new branches of Crumble Wings was established that no one knew about them. 2 teenagers that I've never met opened 2 branches in 2 different cities, and no one knew about them. At that week, when I'm in Ladakh in India, not understanding why I need to take responsibility about myself, worrying about Crumble Wings, and Kfir the most important person in my life, at the age of 11 and a half, by the way, at the age that I met him, passed away all of a sudden. And in that week, 2 new branches started without me, without him, without anybody else. And that was the lesson that Amma told me, that it's not about me and it's not about you. We have this special connection, but we are just instruments. And it's really difficult understanding, because when we're creating something in this world, where we are creating movements, organization, activities for other people, it's like a creation. And we are creating something, then we get attached to our creation. So the understanding that we're creating something, but it's from us, and it's not about us, and it doesn't belong to us, and we are just instrument, was a very challenging feeling for me. Amma was teaching me a big lesson, which is to be in faith, to be grateful for what I have, to believe in myself and my power, and to know that I'm part of God. That God is not something that is up there, that it's in me, it's like in every person. It's in fear, it's in you, it's in me. And if we're able to bring this God outside, we can lead a change. People, as I mentioned, we all have special needs, but people with disabilities are our biggest teacher, because they make us practice on compassion, on humanity, on creativity, on respectful, of acceptance. And then I had this sense of, okay, if I focus, maybe we can bring peace in Israel through children and youth with special needs. And then I had this new vision that I wanted to transform the schools and education system from being regular education system, regular schools, to become special schools.
That all of those youth are basically, you know, the common ground for all of them is love and caring, like Amma teaches. And I think it's, I feel humbled by the fact that I was invited, and an amazing opportunity to meet such wonderful teenagers and youth.
To conclude, I want to say that I learned 4 things about social entrepreneurship. One, that the most important thing is to have a vision. Crumble Wings' vision is together creating a place and meaning for everyone. That's Crumble Wings' vision. So it's a vision, it's a picture that doesn't exist at this current moment, but we can see, and it's leading our actions. So the most important thing is to have a vision. Second thing is to understand that social entrepreneurship is like a bungee jumping. There's never a right time. And, you know, just a few years ago I learned the word strategy. For many years I didn't know the word strategy or plan. For me it's just bungee jumping, right? You have this vision, now you jump. The third thing is to understand that one can never lead a change on his own. So it's always with other people. Only together we can create a change. And the fourth thing, which was one of Amma's biggest lessons that she gave me, was to understand that when you're a social entrepreneurship, it's like you're giving a gift to the world. And once you give it, it's no longer yours. And only if we'll be able to be in a self-place where we're creating, but we're not attached to our creation. And we're making sure that those creations will be self-sustained. I want to finish and say that I envy you, because you are starting really young to practice your spirituality. And I think that the most meaningful way to develop ourselves and to bring our power in this world is through the integration of action and spirituality. That will allow us to be more focused and to give more and more. And I think you have amazing opportunity, and you should continue and spread the news of action and spirituality to everyone you know. It doesn't matter in what way. So, thank you. I don't have hands. 1, 2, 3, כבוד!
Thank you so much.